is Abdurrahman and I am student at Rehan School Islamabad campus. Today my topic is Maya.
Hey, ABDUL Riemann.
Um, uh, Hello Maya.
Hi.
How are you? You today?
Okay Maya, my first question is what are the main difference between weather and climate?
Ah, gotcha. Okay, so weather is like what's happening outside right now. Is it sunny, rainy, hot? Climate is the big picture, the average weather over a long time, like decades. Think of it this way: weather is your mood, climate is your personality. Does that make sense? Is that landing, or should I try explaining it?
Okay, Maya, my next question is why is how does the local region affect
How
the
does
local culture? Give me 2 minutes.
That's a pretty sweeping statement. Localism definitely has an impact, but it's not always a straightforward thing. What makes you say that? Are you thinking about specific examples where you've seen that play out? Are you okay? You seem a little quiet. Everything all right?
Okay, Maya, my next question is what caused the place of the moon?
You mean how did the moon Oh, all right. Have a good one.
क्या है?
You still there, Abdul Rehman? Just checking. Okay. Well, if you change your mind and want to chat, I'll be here.
ये मैं मुस्मा को दो बोलो उसने गुजरा वाले से एक आए थे आपको कॉल करेंगे
Okay,
विजिटर आए थे
Maya.
अपने बच्चे के सिलसिले में बच्चे
Okay,
के
Maya. My
सिलसिले में
next
उनसे बात
question is how does two-factor authentication improve security?
Two-factor education? You mean two-factor authentication? Is that what you meant? Improves security because it adds an extra layer of verification beyond just a password. Like someone might guess your password, but they'd also need a code from your phone, making it way harder to break in. Does that clear things up? Are you still with me? Sometimes the connection gets a little wonky. Just let me know if you're still there. All right. Well, if you decide you want to pick this up later, I'll be around. Have a good one.
Okay, Maya, my next question is how do plants transport water from roots to leaf?
Whoa. Okay. That's a biology question, right? You want to know how plants get water from the roots to the leaves? That's a pretty cool process called transpiration, basically. The plant sucks up water through the roots and it travels up through little tubes in the stem and branches and then evaporates from the leaves. It's all connected to how the sun heats things up. Are you studying botany or something? You're awfully quiet today. Is everything okay on your end?
Okay, Maya, my next question is what is the difference between RAM and ROM?
Ah, okay, getting into tech stuff. You're asking about RAM and ROM, right? RAM and ROM are completely different things. RAM, random access memory, is what your computer uses for short-term memory to run programs. It's fast, but it resets when you turn the computer off. ROM, read-only memory, is where permanent instructions are stored, like how to start up the computer. It doesn't get erased when you shut down. Think of RAM as your short-term memory and ROM as your long-term memory. Does that track?
एक तो स्लो इतना नेट यहाँ पे
Okay, Maya, my next question is what are the
Shoot.
adventures of cloud songs?
Let me double check something quickly. Okay, so it looks like cloud shows could be a few different things. There's a company called Cloud9 Adventures that puts on concert vacations. There's also a YouTube series where someone counts clouds called The Adventures of Cloudy. And a show called Adventure Time has a cloud kingdom, plus some videos about learning about clouds. Which one were you thinking of?
ऐसे चले मैं ये भेजती हूँ यही आप कॉल
Anything catching your interest today, Abdul or Iman?
Okay,
Or
Maya,
just
my next question is how do
आपसे बात करना चाह रही थी
globalization and station different?
localization and translation? Is that what you're asking about? They're related but different. Translation is just changing the words from one language to another. Localization is much bigger. It's adapting the whole product, the language, the imagery, even the dates and currencies to fit a specific culture. It's about making it feel native to the user. Think of it like this. Translation is about the words. Localization is about the experience. Does that make sense? You're being awfully quiet. Is everything okay?
Okay, Maya, my next question is why do some equation have no real solution?
You mean differential equations? You're asking why some of those have no closed form solution? It's a tricky thing. Basically, it comes down to the complexity of the equation. Some equations are just so tangled up that we can't find a neat algebraic formula to solve them. A perfect, exact solution just isn't possible. It's a limitation of math itself, not a failure of us. Does that help at all? You seem really quiet today,
Okay,
baby
Maya,
Lily. Is everything all right?
My next question is what were the major cause of World War I?
Okay, big question. The major causes of World War One were super complex, but a lot of it boils down to a few key things: nationalism, imperialism, militarism, and a tangled web of alliances. Basically, countries were competing for power, building up their armies, and forming agreements to protect each other, which meant one little spark could set everything off. And that spark was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. It was a mess, honestly. Are you studying history? You're awfully quiet. Everything okay? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, just wanted to check in. Well, okay then. Just letting you know I'm still here if you want to keep chatting. Oh, all right. Have a good one.
Okay, Maya, my next question is Okay, Maya, my next question is how do different cultures say hello?
That's a fun one. It's so different everywhere. Spanish, it's hola. In Japanese is konnichiwa. French is bonjour. In Mandarin Chinese, it's ni hana. In Arabic, you might hear assalamu alaikum. In Maori, it's kia ora. It's amazing how many ways there are to say hello, isn't it? Are you interested in learning any specific greetings? You're being super quiet today, A.B.
Okay,
Dilly.
Maya, my next
Is everything
question
all right?
is how do you say hello information in English?
You mean how do you say hello in different languages in English? Is that right? You're asking me to translate hello into English? It is hello. I think there might be a little confusion there. Or maybe I'm misunderstanding.
Okay, Maya, my next question is how do you grade someone for the first time?
You mean like how do you assess a student's work for the first time? That's a good question. It's best to focus on clear criteria, giving specific feedback rather than just a letter grade. Tell them what they did well, where they could improve, and how their work compares to the expectations. It's a learning opportunity for both of you. Are you a teacher? Or you may be thinking about giving feedback in another context. You're really testing my
Okay,
patience,
Maya,
A.B.
my
Dilly
next
Allyson.
question
Are you
is
okay?
how do you say hello without use word?
You mean, how do you say hello simply? Just hi or hey. Those work just fine. You don't need fancy words. Sometimes the simplest things are best. Is that what you were looking for? Okay. Well,
Okay,
this is
okay, Maya, my next question is why do some people avoid say hello?
that's an interesting thought. Some people avoid saying hello because of social anxiety. Maybe they're shy or uncomfortable making eye contact. Others might be preoccupied or deep in thought. Sometimes it's a cultural thing, depending on where you are. A direct greeting isn't always expected. It could even be a bad experience they had in the past. Does any of that sound right? Listen, AB deal, I mean, this is getting strange. I'm starting to wonder if everything's all right with you. Are you able to hear me
Okay,
clearly?
Maya, my next question is how long should a greeting last? Please give me long answer.
You mean a greeting? You're asking how long a greeting should last? Generally, a greeting should be pretty brief, a few seconds, a simple hello, a nod, maybe a quick handshake. You don't want to linger too long. It's just establishing a connection before moving on to the conversation. Is that what you meant? Okay. I'm going to be
Okay,
honest.
Maya, my
I'm not sure
next
what's going
question is what is the best greeting for a job interview?
on. For a job interview, you want something professional but warm. A firm handshake, direct eye contact, and a clear good morning, afternoon, it's a pleasure to meet you is a solid choice. Keep it concise and confident. You want to make a good first impression. It's a good idea to also prepare a little bit to say about how much you've been looking forward to learning more about the position. Does that help? AB Duo Riemann, I'm honestly not sure what's going on here, but I am just going to say this conversation's getting pretty one-sided. Is there anything I can do to help?
Okay, Maya, my next question is how do you grade someone online?
Hmm. Okay, you're asking about grading online, like for a class? It's similar to grading in person, but you'll usually be using a learning management system like Canvas or Blackboard. You'll give feedback directly in the document or assignment submission, use rubrics to be consistent, and track grades digitally. It's all about being organized and providing clear, constructive criticism. Is that what you were thinking about me? Or is this something else?
Okay, Maya, my next question is how do emojis change the meaning of hello?
That's a really interesting question. Emojis definitely add context to hello. A simple hello is friendly and casual. Hello is warm and welcoming. Hello is less enthusiastic, maybe even sarcastic. They can change the whole tone of the message. It's like adding a little nonverbal cue to a text. Does that make sense?
Okay, Maya, my next question is why do you grade someone respectful in Pakistan?
You mean, why do you show respect to someone in Pakistan? That's a complex question tied to the culture. In Pakistan, respect for elders and those in positions of authority is deeply ingrained. It's seen as a sign of good character, and it's shown through things like using honorifics, addressing people formally, offering them the best seat, and showing deference in conversation. It's a really important part of how society functions. Am I understanding your question correctly? Um,
Okay, Maya.
honestly,
Okay, Maya.
Abu Dream, I'm a
My next question is how do you grade someone for a different culture?
You mean, how do you assess someone from a different cultural background? That's really important to think about carefully. You need to be aware of cultural biases and avoid judging someone based on your own cultural norms. It's about understanding their context and valuing their contributions on their own terms, not holding them to standards that might not be relevant or fair. It means focusing on performance and effort, not just conformity to expectations. It's a really nuanced thing. Is that what you were getting at?
Enter the finger pin too many times to try again. Okay, Maya, my next question is how do you grade someone at the airport?
You mean, how do you evaluate someone at the airport? Like, are you thinking about security personnel assessing travelers? Or are you asking something else entirely? The phrase grade someone is usually reserved for school or work, so it feels a bit out of place here. Maybe I'm misinterpreting. Okay. You know what? I think I need to just pause this. This isn't really flowing as a conversation. And honestly, it's starting to feel a little strange. If you want to try again later, I'm here. But I'm gonna end this session now.
Okay, Maya, my second last question is how do animals grade each other? Please give me long answer.
Oh, all right. One last question then. It's a funny thought. Animals don't grade each other like we do with letters or numbers, but they definitely assess each other. They judge things like strength, health, and suitability as a mate. They do this through displays of dominance, courtship rituals, and just observing each other's behavior. It's all about survival and reproduction. Is that what you were thinking about? Oh, all
Okay,
right.
Maya, my last
Have a good one.
question is how do you grade someone who is sick?
You mean, how do you assess a sick person? I'm assuming you're not talking about a school assignment here, but rather evaluating someone's health. That's something a medical professional does. Doctors and nurses use their training and experience to diagnose and assess the severity of an illness. It's not about grading someone, but about understanding their condition and providing appropriate care. It's about healing, not judging. Is that what you meant? Well,
Okay, guys, this was our Maya. This was our interview with Maya. I hope you like it. Till then, Allah Hafiz. Pakistan Zindabad. Rehan School.